Hello everybody, welcome to my Python tutorial. We are discussing list functions and we have discussed append, extend, insert and so on. Now given that you know how to implement the list functions discussed in our previous video, in this video we will conclude the list functions with the left out interesting ones, which are sort, reverse and copy. But before that, let me discuss the significance of copy function. One could wonder why I cannot simply assign a data type to a variable, given that Python can take care of the rest. But seems like that isn't the right approach. So let me elaborate with the instance here. So I create a list L and I assign it to P. Now, if I change the value of P of 0 and P of 0 of 1, which is the first element in the first row or the second element in the first row, by printing L, we observe the above step has altered the value of L as well, which is the original object. Now I say, hey Python, my requirement is such that I do not want you to create a reference here, but create an object. In case you're wondering what I am talking about, let me explain. In the above case, when we assign L to P, Python creates a reference to L, where it simply binds P to the object of L, so any change in P is reflected in L and vice versa. This process is known as creating shallow copy of L, wherein we only copy the reference to the newly created object P and we do not decode anything further. Whereas in deep copy, I create a new object and copy the object and not the reference, which would sometimes lead to a recursive loop when an object contains reference to itself. So this difference is not distinguishable in one-dimensional list. So I consider a two-dimensional list, provided my constraint to make changes in a mutable object without affecting the original object. Say here I want to change P, and the change in P should not affect my original object L, where I make P independent of L and the change is made on L. So in this case, I shouldn't create a reference for L. Instead, I should create object for L and copy the objects recursively. This process is known as creating a deep copy of L. We cannot use assignment operator as it creates shallow copy. Our copy method, which by implementation creates shallow copy. So the syntax of copy method is variable equals list variable dot copy. And let us change the list P and now by printing L to see whether the change has reflected in value of L. We could see that L value has changed. We could copy a part of L through slicing. Note that copy method doesn't take any argument and it does not work with tuple, string or any immutable data type, but it can be applied on list, dictionary, set or any mutable data type to create a shallow copy. Now to implement deep copy, we say import copy and P is equal to copy.deepCopy. Here the import copy, where the copy is the name of a module. We will discuss about modules in our upcoming videos. Whereas P is equal to copy.copy of L, which creates a shallow copy. Moving on to the reverse function, it reverses the whole list, whose syntax is L.reverse. Where the elements stored in L are reversed now, the method doesn't return anything. So if we perform L.reverse and assign it to a variable, we get none as the output while printing it. It's noteworthy that this method cannot be applied on mutable objects like set or dictionary, as they are unordered by their property, and we cannot apply them on immutable objects because reverse tries to change the position, which is forbidden in immutable objects. Now it's time for sort function, which is used to sort the list, where the syntax of sort function is list variable dot sort parenthesis reverse comma key. Now if we execute L.sort and print L, we can see that by default list is sorted in ascending order. And if I say L.sort reverse equals true, the list is sorted in ascending order and is reversed to obtain the descending order. And if we execute L.sort reverse equals false, it is same as L.sort, as both of them return list L in ascending order. If you're wondering what a key is, let me elaborate. Key takes a function which is a user-defined criteria to sort in case of any complexities involved or any user preference that has to be given. Say, in case of a list of string which are a cluster of lowercase and uppercase. So we say key equals str.lower, where the function of converting the string to lowercase is implemented once and then the sorting operation is performed. Now let me take a multidimensional list where the first element is the student's, second is the roll number, and third is the subject code. Now I want to sort the list based on student's roll number, so I create a function f which returns L of 1. When we send this multi-dimensional list, which will take in L of 0, L of 1 and L of 2, L of 0 itself has 3 elements and the function f will return the second element, which is the roll number. So after this, the sort operation is performed where only the roll number is considered. In case I want to perform sort based on the subject code, if you have guessed it right, the function f in this case should return L2, and we can also use lambda function in key as demonstrated. So that's all about list functions in Python. I have also created a GitHub account which contains the code snippet in more detail. I have provided the link in my description box. Thanks a lot for all those who have subscribed to my channel. See you guys on my next video. Thank you.